Hi everyone, if you're here today, we are going to go through the first three stages of Shape Tracer 1. So the first thing you want to do to get to Shape Tracer 1 is to go to ozobot.com on the Ozobot website. We're going to click on Create right here. Once you click on Create, it's going to take you to a new web page and you're going to click on Games. Once you click on Games, if you scroll down, you'll see Shape Tracer 1 and Shape Tracer 2. Today we're going to be working on Shape Tracer 1 and we'll be going through the first three stages of Shape Tracer 1. Now I'm going to click on Shape Tracer 1 here so that it opens up and we're going to go through levels 1 through 3. And don't forget that you can pause this recording at any time if you need to catch up, if you have any questions, if you want to go back and replay any of the code, use that pause button so that you can do the best coding you can. Great, we're going to go ahead and get started. With Shape Tracer, you'll notice that everything, all the directions are up here where the goal is, okay? And it'll tell you exactly what to do. The goal is to get our bot to trace this color and this line. We have all the blocks we need over here on the left, and we're going to actually program our bot to do that. Some quick tips to keep in mind. If you see these two little bumps, those are the wheels that sit behind the bot and push the bot. So if you look at the wheels, that's the back of the bot. The opposite side is the way it moves forward. The other way you can test it, if you ever get confused, is you can grab a move forward button. If you run it, you'll see that the bot moves in a forward direction, and that's how you can figure out which way is forward. So now I'm going to restart this, just so we can start from the beginning. I want to get my bot from here to here, but first it needs to turn green. So I'm going to click on Set Light Color. So I went to Lighting Effects, I pulled out a Set Light Color, but this has it set at red. I need it to be what color? That's right, it needs to be green. So I'm going to click here, I'm going to select green. And remember, when you code your bot, before it moves, you need to set that light color so that it recognizes that it's tracing that color and the shape. So then I've gotten it to glow green, and I can test my code too. So I'm going to click Run. It glowed green, but it didn't move. So I need to add a movement block. Here I have move forward 1 step. I'm going to give you a really quick hint. These dark gray grid lines, from one dark gray line to another, that's actually 5 steps. So if I want it to move from here to here to here, I know the first segment is 5. I know the second segment is another 5. So 5 and 5 is 10. That's right. So I'm going to have it move forward 10 steps, and I can choose whatever speed I want. I can do slow, medium, fast, or very fast. I'll choose medium for this round. You can see that my bot simulated tracing that shape, and now I can move on to the next step. Again, your speed doesn't matter, but your code, the light code and the movement code does need to be accurate, okay? So I did the first level for you. We're gonna go ahead and do the second level together. So here it's asking us to not only trace the red line, but now we need to pay closer attention to the movement. So we need to think about which way our bot needs to move, but before we think about that, we need to think about what color it needs to glow first. So take a look at this map. What colors do we need to get it to glow? I'll give you a hint, there's only one. So I'm going to go to my lighting effects button. Which button should we pull out? That's right, we're going to pull out the Set Light Color, and it's already selected red, so we don't need to change anything because our line is red. What do we need to do next? Think about that. That's right, our bot needs to move, and it needs to move forward. So I'm going to grab a move forward button. Do you remember how long from this dark gray line to here, how long of a segment that is? That's right, it's 5 steps. So I'm going to change that to 5. And right now I'm going to check my work. So go ahead, hit the run button. See if your bot makes it all the way to the first segment. Great. Now I know my bot is here, and I need to think about which way it needs to go next. It can go right, or it can go left. Which way should it turn? That's right, it needs to turn right. So I'm going to have my bot rotate, and it's going to rotate right. Okay. Then I know from this, the point that it's at, it needs to go all the way over here. So think about what button or what code I need to add next. I need another move forward 5 steps button. So I'm going to show you a really quick, cool trick. If you right click on any of the buttons that are in your working area, you can click on duplicate and it will actually make a copy of that code. So you don't have to go all the way back into your code and search for it. That comes in handy when there's a lot of pieces of code and there's more to sort through, but it's also a quick shortcut if you're trying to build code really quickly. So now I'm going to test this again. So go ahead, hit play. We've gotten our bot almost all the way there. We have one more segment to go. Now it can turn right or it can turn left. Which way do you think it should turn? That's right, it's going to turn left. So I'm going to hit rotate, or I'm going to duplicate the rotate button. And this time, instead of right, it's going to turn left. And I know that from one dark gray segment all the way to another dark gray segment is 5 steps. So I'm going to duplicate that button again, and then we'll run it and see if it works. So go ahead, hit the run button and see if that works on your computer. Great. Now we're ready to complete our last level for this video. And I want you to try this yourself. I want you to think about how do you get your bot to trace this line segment all the way over here. Now think about what colors you need. Remember, set the light color first, and then code the movement. Now I'm going to give you a few minutes to code this yourself. You can go ahead and pull out the box in your workspace. On this video, I would recommend that you click pause so that you can pause and try this level yourself. And then when you're ready to find the solution, go ahead and press play. Great. When you're ready, if you're looking for the solution, if you were not successful, or if you just want to double check your work, you can go ahead and press play and we will continue with the solution. I'll show you what the solution is. So my bot, remember, I need to code the color first. So I'm going to go to my lighting effects. I'm going to choose blue. And let's see. I'm going to guess here because this is not exactly where the gray line is. It looks like it stops a little bit before the gray line and it starts a little bit before this gray line. Let's just guess 5 steps and see where it takes us. I'm just going to guess and check. Oh, that looks like it's about right. So now I need my bot to turn right or left. Yeah, I need it to turn right. So I'm going to have it rotate right. And I know I'm on a dark gray line right now. So all the way here would be 5 steps. But notice the color changes to red a little more than halfway. So half of 5 is about 2.5. A little more than that is 3. So I'm going to duplicate this. And instead of 5 steps, I'm going to try 3 steps and see what happens. Oh, there we go. That's exactly where the red starts. So again, now I need to set my light color. And instead of blue this time, it's going to be red. And now I need to get it to travel from here all the way to the gray, dark gray line here. I know that from here to here is 10. I also know that from here to the end of the blue line is 3. I know 3's partner to 10 is 7. So if I have it move 7 steps, it should get me all the way to the dark gray line. So I'm going to duplicate this button again. I'll change this to 7 steps. And let's try it and see. Let's see if I get all the way over to the edge. Amazing, I did. So we have one more rotate and then one more segment to travel. So I'm going to have my bot rotate one more time. And it's going to rotate right. And then it needs to travel this last segment. And I notice that the last segment is the same length as the first segment. If I go back into my code, I notice that my first segment that distance that it traveled for that first line of blue was 5 steps. So this red segment should be the same. So I'm going to copy that and pop that in, and let's try the whole code. Congratulations! You have just completed the first 3 levels of Shape Tracer. Come back again and we will go through the next few stages of Shape Tracer. Congratulations.